Hey, good afternoon, Bob. Trade Genius, 18th of October. And we had our follow through on that hanging man that I talked about overnight. And but we also hit a deviation channel that usually stops a move and it gets faded. And the move typically will get faded back to this purple line here at the minimum. So my speculation is that we're going to crazy Ivan the move. And what I mean by that, if you ever watched Hunt for Red October, is that they swing hard one way and then they swing hard the other way to see if anybody is watching them from dead astern, and that way their sonar could pick up anything behind them. And I coined that phrase for the market because they do a lot of this. They'll run it down hard one day and they'll run it right back up the next day because they're trying to create liquidity by running stops and chasing people out. And that's my speculation. I wouldn't be surprised at all tomorrow if we closed the day around 2800. And then next week we just have to see what next week brings. But just my guess. And but right now the VIX is still over 20, and it's just too difficult to people to try to trade. It's even getting hard to day trade unless you have a big stash and you can handle. I mean, these intra candles. I mean, you're talking 15-minute, 4, 5, 6 points. A lot of people that are retail can't handle the wiggles. So this is big boy games here. So all I did was I bought some calls here for Monday, and then I sold one price above my calls for tomorrow, and then we'll see how that day goes. If we hit 2800, I'll be able to close both of them out, and then be cleaned into the weekend. So we'll see, up a couple $100 on it. But the way this market works, I wasn't going to tweet that out because it's high risk. It just could roll over hard on me tomorrow too. So now flipping over to the market here is looking at the miners. The miners that are doing just fine. I'm just going to blast through them here, and I'll point to ones that we have at the moment. I'm looking for another entry into First Majestic. I'd like for it to dip down a little bit. I'd love for it to get back under 6 so I could take another position, but it's just been grinding. DRD is a long-term hold. It's doing just fine, and just not even going to touch it. Somebody's going to take these guys out once gold starts going. Here's Ego. Ego's just been in a pretty tight 5% range here. EXK, same tight range. FCX, I'm watching for a place to enter, but I'm just uncomfortable now trying to buy anything on a downtrend. So I'm just gonna kind of wait and see, and it needs to change direction for me. This is a look back of 100 hours of a market open. So you're looking at maybe it's 15-16 days. Fortuna, pretty flat. GDX has just been grinding higher. Need to be patient on it, but it's doing just fine. GDXJ, I was going to get back into it today, but I've held off. This last candle you have to kind of ignore. The market's closed, so they do this crazy stuff here. But I like for it to come closer down to VWAP here before I make my next entry. Okay, we bought Goro today, and we bought it at 590. And nice thing about Goro, pays a dividend too. So this thing is going to just keep grinding higher as well over time. So I'm looking for see if I can get between a 5 and 10% move, then hop off. Great Panther, I wanted to buy it earlier this week, but it's not doing anything. But now it's at the bottom of its channel, and I'm looking for it to pop up, and I'm going to take a position in it. It has a nice, it does these episodically, and see if we can catch a move like that, like we did for LODE, LODE, Comstock. Hecla, we're out, and just getting close to setting up again. IAG, I was thinking about buying it, but it's not really moving that much either. Lithium's in a downtrend, economically sensitive, although strategically important. I think it has further to fall. We're in MAG, pretty much at the price we're at. I'm looking for a 5% move. I'd like for it to get up over 840, and but I like it. Moved up, consolidating, and I'm waiting for it to do a quick pop here for us. That's marijuana. I'm just following it. Let's see what else I want to show you here. Let me let's take a look at SLV. We got out of SLV the other day, and it's flattening up again. I don't know if it's going to try to fill this gap or not. So I think once the market settles down, I think they may try to take a shot at the metals and miners again to the downside. Here's PAAS. Just pretty flat. Here's ABX. Just grinding higher. This is a good stock to own, and I'm waiting to get into it here on a pullback, and best in class. So I think this is institutionals are buying the more liquid names. And then here's Wheaton Precious Metals. It's just been in a range too. So anyway, we're doing well, and been consistently making money here for past couple weeks here, especially focusing on the silver miners, and just waiting to see what happens with the market here before I dive back into doing any kind of futures trading. I like it a little bit more settled, so I could be a little bit more in control. So anyways, Bob from Trade Genius. Hey, we have the Halloween special going to the 22nd. If you sign up between now and then, we're going to be running a private webinar on I think it's the 25th at 3 p.m. and you'd be invited to that if you sign up for any of our annual specials that we have. Thanks for listening. TradeLikeAGenius.com. Bye-bye.